Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 268. It's a Tier 10 Soviet tank destroyer. It's located on the east spawn of Studzianki and it's under the command of Fluffylilkitten. Game started. Now, the 268 developed from the hull of a T10. As you can see, that's sort of like V shape on the upper plate. It's very indicative of T10. And, well, it's actually quite a decent tank destroyer with a 152mm gun, capable of 750 alpha, and so actually is quite effective. Fluffy has taken it to a position where he can get shots on the enemy as they try to poke through the power plant. I think that is the power plant. It's got two big chimneys, looks like a power station. I'm sure if there's anybody who's actually Polish, they might be able to correct us, because the Battle of Studzianki is actually quite famous. And that's why the Poles were actually quite pleased when it appeared in the battle, because it meant at last they were fighting a battle that was actually on Polish territory. Nobody turned up yet, other than that 277. Well, it looks like nobody's interested in going into the factory. Either that, or they're outside our view range. I can't believe that, because the T-54 and the M46 Patton are both spotting what's near the power plant. And they've got sight on a Type 61 over in the distance. But we're not going to get a shot at him because he's over a ridgeline. And so Fluffy's going to have to move. Oh, and he has found somebody now. There was a 277 and he was actually outside our view range, and that's why we couldn't see him. He was being obscured by those walls and we just couldn't see him because he was at max range for us, or over the maximum range. Well, this is much closer than you'd normally expect to take a tank destroyer. It's almost like getting in the face of the enemy. Looks like Fluffy's going to take up the position that the heavies should have gone to. But there's only two heavies, or no, there's no heavies left on his team because they've both been killed. E50 gets wiped out from the side. That was a bad news day for him. And now we've got an STB moving up. And he's going down the, well, he's actually going down the gully. Now, can we get a shot at that cram van? He's just driving straight across, went up to the walls of the church and... well, he took a round in the tracks. He's probably not going to sit around for another round, and will he prove me wrong? Oh, he is going to prove me wrong. He's gone as well. 621 hit points. Just got hit by that massive round. Well, it's just like being a huge hole being carved right through the centre of the tank. Nothing much can survive after that. Well, there are targets to the south, but the difficulty is at the moment we can't see them. Now we've got a Progetto spotting from the middle of that ridge line. He's looking for targets. He can't see anything. We do know that 277 and was it an Object 140 the other side of the power plant. Oh, we've been spotted by someone. I think it'll be the Type 61, because nobody at the other end of this channel. I would have thought that this would have been the railway line where they brought the coal to the power plant. And there's the 277. And so this is like the station where they unload the coal, goes directly into the power plant for burning. Okay, can we get the shot on the flat surface? No problem. 805 hit points, and he blocked the shot that came from the Object 277 for 490. But the problem with sitting side on like that is it does make you a target for enemies in the south who can see you. But at the moment I think they're too occupied with what's going on in their own vicinity. So, side scraping out to get another shot. We've been spotted again. And there is the 277. Does he want to repeat? We could always go for that cupola. Oh, this time round, he did fire an HE round at us. And it did 25 hit points of damage. And we received 2 APCR rounds from the south. 2. Not good. Jag Tiger. And he takes a big round through the side. High roll for 834. Can we finish him off with the next round? I think so. Here we go. Oh, and he's gone before we can shoot. But there's an Object 268 on the enemy team. It's gone down into the ditch. And the STB's still there as well. No, we're not going to get shots on 268 because that... I'm not sure if it's a river. I think it is a river, a dried out river. Well, he's bouncing rounds off us. But, oh no, that one went through because we were at the wrong angle. When he fired the second round in, it went through. You can see, yeah, there's holes now where there shouldn't be. Mind you, we've still got half our health. Near enough. Okay. Standard B down there as well, but I don't think he's going to try shooting at us because he's got 90mm shells, and I don't think they're going to have be much better. And we've got the company of a leopard now, and the Progetto's joined us as well. Okay, now of course we got hit in the side the last time. You can see where that shell went through there. Looks like it went all the way through, but 277 popped out and he's looking the wrong way. It's us that you need to be. Oh, he's so lucky to not penetrate that round. How did he not penetrate that one? I do not know. But that 277 is really lucky. You ought to buy a lottery ticket straight away because that shell should have gone straight through him. But he's hiding behind that wall. Now, I'm not sure if that is a penetratable wall, but I think it is. If he comes out again, Fluffy can have a round through it. It's showing red marks, which means obviously normally non-penetratable. But I think it is just boxes. Don't think it's a wall. Here we go. Oh, he's trying to tempt him to shoot. Of course, he knows that the moment that Fluffy fires, he's got a fairly long reload. It's not quite 20 seconds. I think it's about 17 seconds or thereabouts for the reload. So it'll be enough time for the 277 to get at least 2 rounds in. Maybe 1, maybe 2. And he knocked over those boxes, so now we know it is a destructible. And the 277 doesn't want to come out. I think he's trying to tempt us to come out so that the Type 61 can get shots in us from behind. Well, we've got the advantage at the moment. That 277 is actually getting hit from the south. And now he's gone. Made a huge mistake there. Poked his nose out and Fluffy blew it off. And now we've got a standard B turned up. Looks like he's going north. He's trying to circle around us. And we're just going to drive straight after him. Doesn't matter about this Type 61. We'll deal with him first. Yep, he's gone. Oh! But we got hit by the enemy Arty just as we hit them. And an FV4005 that we couldn't see. He was also there. So we know that the enemy Arty is in the north, and so's the ship barn. The FV4005, I think he was actually behind the bushes on that little hill in grid square B3. And we'll find that out fairly soon because the rest of our force is moving north rapidly. The Centurion will probably be the first to find the M53, M55. He's over this railway line in the bushes to the left. There's the ship barn. Oh, he's not in the where I thought he was. He's actually on the hill. There goes the M53, 55. He's hiding from the ship barn for a moment. And the ship barn's gone, and that's the end of the game. So at least Fluffy managed to get that Type 61 just before he was killed, but it was a split-second moment, and he did get hit double-tapped, once by the ship barn and once by the enemy Arty, and that brought the damage up. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh my gummy, not only picked up a spotter in that game, he got his first mark of excellence for the Object 268. He got a second-class tanker, a fighter badge, a duelist, and a fire for effect as well. And his win rate for the game was 3,141. And I think there's some important lessons if you're playing the 268. It's got fairly weak side armor, so if you play that position and people are shooting from the south, they'll probably go straight through the side of you. But it does have tremendous power, that 152mm gun. And so long as you're close enough to see the enemy the other side of the power station, you should be able to get rounds through them, so long as they don't have the wrong angle. So let's have a look at team score. Second highest damage in the game. Top went to the Progetto 65. He got 4,561 hit points of damage, whereas Fluffylilkitten got 3,661 out of that one. When it came to kills, though, he got the highest number of kills with 4. Next highest only had half as much. That was the Progetto and 2 members of the enemy team, which included the Shipman and the Standard B. And when it came to base XP, well, he was third one down. The Object 430 managed to get 957, the Centurion Action Tank got 940, and then Fluffy managed to get 861. He fired 9 rounds, got 9 direct hits, but only 6 penetrations. I'm afraid some of those shots, the angle was wrong. He didn't get the penetration through the armor of the enemy. 3,661 hit points of damage, of which 1,848 were at more than 300 meters. Those are the rounds that he was firing south from his position into the Kramvan and the Jagdtiger that were hiding behind the church. He received 9 hits from the enemy. Only 3 were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 4 hits as a result of splash damage. Of course, the Shipman, the RT, the M53, M55, and the Object 277 all fired HE at him. In fact, the Shipman, I think that was probably a Hesh round, but he didn't obviously get the full value for his Hesh round because obviously by that time Fluffy had lost most of his hit points. He blocked damage of 810 hit points. He spotted, he didn't spot anyone actually. He did damage 5 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 1,974 hit points of spotting assist or damage assist. I think that's spotting assist on this occasion. He earned 49,784 credits, got 50,000 credits for Veni Vidi Vici, so his total came to 99,784, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away 47,453 credits. He received 1,291 XP times 5 for the first victory, took away 6,457 altogether. So, not bad to get the first mark on your 268, but of course now you've got the struggle to get it up to 85% to get the second mark, and then 95% to get that third mark. So I'm sure that we will see some more exciting replays from Fluffylilkitten. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you get alerted when we put a new video up. We do try to put up at least 4 videos a day, so there's probably going to be something there that interests you. And remember, we're the one channel on YouTube which has more Arty replays than any other. And if you want to learn to play Arty, ours is the place to go. But we do have Super Unicums playing tanks as well, so there's always something to interest everyone. Thanks for watching.